Hey, ¿qué tal? Hi, I'm here to rectify something I said last week. In last week video, there were some dramatic images, dramatic footage of India, one of our dogs that happened to be a pit bull, jumping straight at my face and knocking me down with her powerful head. I made a video where I showed the attack, and I'm so sorry because I made up the title of the video was I will never be able to forgive her. I received lots of letters of people telling me, Victor, it was your fault. She's just a dog. You don't have to hold a grudge forever. You have to forgive her for what she's done. It's your fault. And then I thought, oh, you're right. But the worst was when this donor wrote to me and said, look, I've been a supporter of your organization. I'm a donor. But if you don't forgive her, I will never help again and I will never donate again. When I received that letter, I thought, you're right. I have to forgive. So I'm here today to forgive her, to show her my love and to let her know that it was my fault. And we are gonna start again from scratch, and this time forever. India, amor mío, ven aquí, te quiero, ven aquí. La quiero mucho, de verdad. Y no penséis, no quiero que nadie piense que me voy a enfadar con ella. Yo no estoy enfadado contigo, India. Si yo te quiero muchísimo, mira, que me comes el dedo. Quita. Vale, la quiero mucho, los quiero mucho a todos. Hasta Maribel, que no me hace ni caso. Y esto es... ¡Ay! ¿De verdad? ¿De verdad? ¿Otra vez? On last week's video, we showed you how we feed our dogs. We have come to understand that our animals are not little people on four legs. They are animals. They are natural beings. They were designed by nature through evolution to eat a diet of raw meat and bones. So we're trying to replicate that diet as best as we can. We feed our animals, we feed our dogs a diet of raw meat and bones, and today we're going to show you how we feed our cats. Many people were very interested. If this is how you feed your dogs, how do you feed your cats? So today we're going to show you. It's very important. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. If I have come to understand something over all these years, is that there's no point convincing anybody of anything. So I'm just going to show you, we care for our animals very much. We want them to be super healthy. We prove day after day, video after video, that we do what we do very well. So if this is how we do it, maybe you will find it interesting, to say the least. Okay? So we're going to show you how we feed our cats. Hola chicos, hello. Estás increíble, te estás volviendo un dálmata. Y now, look. He was so white. Now he looks like a spotted Dalmatian. Uy. De verdad. Jadme la nariz. Don't break my nose. When we rescued Toby, he was completely white, but now he has these like funny spots everywhere. Who got us to the cat house? This is the kitchen of the pink house that we've never shown before. This is how all the food is prepared. This is where all the medicines, all the schedules are, this is what they eat. So this is where everything is prepared. This is simply chicken breast cut in small pieces. I mean, so that they can chew without problems. Okay, so this is for who? ¿Para quién es esto?
Esto ahora subimos.
Para ellos, ¿no? Vale.
Y os lo explicamos todo.
Muy bien.
Aquí lo tengo todo organizado.
Ok.
Con cada uno lo que come. Mr. White come eso. Michael come de eso. Paula y Princesa comerán carne.
Okay. Some of the cats that we have medical conditions. So, and some of them are really specific. I mean, don't forget that all these cats have been rescued. They've had all kinds of problems over the years. So it's really, really, really complicated. These are not normal, healthy cats. So some of them are on a special medication for urinary problems. Some of them, we have cats that are diabetic, for example, and it's really tricky to feed those ones because you have to maintain the glucose levels all through the day. I mean, this is not a normal setup for a normal home where you have your cats and you just feed them raw. This is really complex.
Princess. Paula.
You see, that's the other thing, because they all have specific dietary issues, we have to feed them individually. Normally, the cats at my home, we just put the things in the middle and they all eat together. But over here, because some of them are taking some medication, because some of them are diabetic, we have to separate in order to know exactly how much they are eating and if they are eating well, etc., etc. This is a mix of recovery with the Falak, and this is for a kitty that we have that has a problem with the hip. So Mickey, some of you will know him. So we have to be very careful with him because he tends to get abstracted. So he's actually going to have a surgery probably next week or the other week. I will tell you more about Mickey in a few days, but he has to eat a very specific diet as well. As Mickey is very shy. Imagine that one night you're driving on the road but going back home, and suddenly, bam, there is an impact. You hit a cow. The cow is in bad shape. You take the cow in the back of your car and you bring her home. What will you feed the cow? You will feed her grass, what the cows eat, because the cow is a herbivore, right? Okay. So the next day, you take again the car and you're driving, you're going back home, and bam, you hit on a lion. So you take the lion home. What will you feed the lion? You will feed him raw meat, right? Okay, because the lion is a carnivore. And then again, you're so unlucky, the next day you hit again another animal, and it's a wolf. You take the wolf home. What will you feed the wolf? You will feed him raw meat, because that wolf is a carnivore. Wolves are dogs, dogs are wolves. There is 99.9% of the DNA that is shared, and that little 0.1% that is different is what makes them sociable or makes them scaredy and run away from humans, because biologically it's the same animal. Same thing with cats and lions, cats and tigers. These are felines. Everything about them is designed to eat meat. Look at their teeth, look at their nails, look at everything. These are amazing hunters. If your cat was 100 times bigger, it will be an incredible killing machine. It will be another tiger, right? So what would you feed your cat? What do you think your cat is dreaming of when he's sleeping on top of your head, right? Your cat is dreaming of this. If a cat has a diet of 4 of these ones, not the plastic ones, but the real ones, a day, he will be completely healthy. In here is everything he needs. There is the skin, there is the fat, there is the muscle, there is the little bones. This is the diet for a cat. Obviously, we are not gonna be feeding them mice. That's not what we do. Call it comfort, call it it's really uncomfortable to do this. We will not do it. But we're trying to replicate what's inside this little guy. We don't want to kill a mouse, so we don't want to kill anybody. So what's inside here is muscle, bone, organ. So if you feed the equivalent of this to your cats, they will be happy for life. Same for your dogs. Think of the whole idea. What's the dog dreaming of? They're dreaming of bones. They're not dreaming of bags of kibble. They're dreaming of bones. So again, we're just looking at nature. Okay? We're just looking at what cats eat in the wild. Have you ever been in a fisherman's village? There is no happier cat than a cat living next to a harbor or a place where there is fresh fish catch every day. These cats are really healthy because they eat what they get from the boats. So this is a different setup. Obviously, this is a setup where we have cats with all kinds of diseases, chronic diseases, very specific dietary requirements, and we're trying to feed all of them the closest we can to their nature. Most of them eat raw meat and bones. Others have a specific diet for diabetic, for urinary problems. We're making a really big effort in keeping these guys alive and happy. And I think in these images you can see they are. But above all, we're trying to be true to their nature. This is why they have all these things, you see, so they can climb, so they can replicate their movements in nature, so they can jump from one place to the other, so they can catch the air, so they can be excited about their environment. So if we do this, we do the same thing with the food. Again, it's not an advice, do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, look at nature. I'm not recommending you go around buying little mice and feeding them to your cats. Don't do it, please, don't do it. Love little mice. But try to replicate as much as you can what a cat will eat in nature. That's the recipe. Bien. Sí, eso le vale, gracias, gracias. Ahí. So, two beautiful moments today. The encounter with my beloved India, with whom I will always be in love and I will never again have an argument with, and the way we feed our cats, the way we feed our animals. Raw, meaty bones. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for your help, your support, and don't forget that everything we do here is only possible if we have you as a member, if we have you as a subscriber, if we have you as a donor. So please, please, please donate. Help us continue saving lives. Thank you.
Ven aquí, ven aquí, ven aquí. Ay, no, tú no, tú no.